Are you thinking of buying a home and wondering what do you need to do versus what your realtor and lender do? Today I'm going to share with you the timeline of the home purchase process and what to expect. You're watching the Your Smart Mortgage Guide channel. First, let's talk about getting the right team behind you. When you're buying a home, it's a big deal, and you want to make sure that you find a realtor and a lender that will communicate well together and help you get to the closing table. The first thing you're going to do is talk to your lender and get what's called pre-approved for your home loan, because really in today's seller's competitive market, you want to get pre-approved before you're out there looking at homes, because homes are moving quickly. There may be a time where you look at a home and the offers may be due that same evening. So we want you to be fully pre-approved so that we can move fast when it's time to make offers. Next step is getting ready to make your deal. This means that you're out there with your realtor looking at homes and you're ready to make offers if you find the right home. So when you find the right home that you love, your realtor will help you structure a very competitive offer so that you can win that home against all the other buyers that might be out there. If there's a chance that you need help structuring that offer, you should be able to reach out to your lender and ask for assistance and guidance as well. Your lender will provide to your realtor a few things about you so that they know how competitive you can be when you're ready to make that offer. So things such as your purchase price range and maximum purchase price, if you can cover your own closing costs or if those need to be negotiated, and if you have cash on hand to offer what's called an appraisal guarantee if necessary to win that offer. Your lender will not be sharing any other information with your realtor, meaning we won't be sharing your credit score, how much cash you have in the bank, how much money you make, because that's information that's private to you and should be held just between you and your lender. But your lender will give your realtor what I call the playground of this is the boundaries that the realtor can play within to help you win your offers. And when you do make your offer, be sure your realtor knows to copy your lender on the offer, and your lender should be calling the seller's listing agent for this reason. Your lender should pick up the phone and call when your offer goes out to say, hey, my name is Rachel. I'm handling the financing for so-and-so borrower who made an offer on your property today. I am confident I can get them to the closing table and get them there on time. This provides the seller or the seller's listing agent an opportunity to ask the lender questions that they can answer vaguely, but it helps build confidence and establish a relationship with the lender, because the lender should be also reaching out to the listing agent weekly once you're under contract to give them updates on the loan status progress. So next step is respond timely. So this means we need you to be able to move quick and be ready to move quickly once you're under contract. This means the seller and you have agreed on a home sale price and all the different parts of your offer, and you've signed a contract, which is called a ratified contract. Once this happens, three things happen pretty quick. So first, your lender is going to lock in an interest rate quickly for you, because we're in a market today where interest rates are rising. They'll move fast to do that. The second piece is your real estate team is going to order what's called a home inspection. And then once the home inspection is complete, your lender is going to order what's called a home appraisal. So let's talk about the difference between those two. So first, your realtor is going to order the home inspection. The home inspection report is a professional person that comes to the home and does a very thorough review. This person tells you everything about that home, from what type of flooring has been placed in the home to the age of the AC unit or the age of the roof. This is important information because you need to know what you're getting into, and if you've put this in your home purchase contract, you can actually use that home inspection to negotiate later on before moving forward in the home loan. So a home inspection gives you really good information, and it helps you understand or prepare for what you might need to invest in that home early on. So for example, let's use the roof. If the roof is 25 years old and you know that the average roof lifespan is 30 years, then you know in your first 5 years you should plan to replace that roof. Is it a $7,000 roof? If that's the case, then you probably should save up $7,000 in your first 5 years to make that replacement. Same with your HVAC system. If you know that that system is already at its lifespan, maybe it's 15 years old and it has a lifespan of 20, then you know that you should be expecting to have to replace that in the first few years of living in the home. So you can use the home inspection report to make sure that you're very prepared for anything that may come up in the first few years of owning your home. Now let's talk about what is the appraisal. So once your home inspection is complete and you've either renegotiated or everything is cleared, your realtor is going to let the lender know it's okay to go ahead and order the home appraisal. So the home appraisal is going to be a neutral third-party person that's a professional appraiser, and that person's going to come to the home and walk through the home and outside, and they're going to spend most of their time actually in their office reviewing competitive sales that have sold recently in that same neighborhood or nearby that are like-kind homes to determine the value of that home. because a lender cannot loan you more money than what the home is worth. So we'll use that appraisal report to ensure that the home is worth the amount of the loan. So a few things can happen here. An appraisal report, let's say you purchase a home, your purchase price contracted is $300,000, and let's say the appraisal value comes in at $310,000. Well, that's great news because you just walked into your home with $10,000 of equity. So that's awesome. However, the opposite can happen. Let's say your home purchase price is $300,000 and your home appraisal comes in at $290,000. Well, at that point in time, that's another opportunity to renegotiate the purchase price with the seller, or pay the difference between the appraisal value and the purchase price, or we can even go back to the appraiser and ask for them to reconsider the value with some help from your realtor. So it's important to know too that these are the two upfront costs to you out of pocket before closing on your home loan. So you'll be receiving a credit card link to pay for your home inspection, and on most loan types, you'll also receive a credit card link to pay for your appraisal. Both of these cost around $500, so when you're out there thinking of buying a home and making offers, you should expect and prepare to pay $1,000 once you're under contract to pay for both your home inspection and your home appraisal. So once we have the appraisal and home inspection complete and your rate locked, then things kind of slow down on the real estate side and pick up on the lending side. The lending team will be communicating with you frequently, asking for documents and reviewing those documents, and so you'll be sending documents back and forth. What's really important during this time also is that your lender introduces you and teaches you how to shop for what's called homeowners insurance, because your role is to protect your new asset. So your homeowners insurance is required as part of your loan, and you can shop around on homeowners insurance. Two things you can do is your lender will probably introduce you to what's called a homeowners insurance broker to shop rates for you. But you should also take a look at who your current car insurance carrier is. Pick up the phone, call them, and let them know you're buying a home and ask for what's called an umbrella policy. A lot of times you can get a good deal on car insurance and homeowners insurance if you lump them together into an umbrella policy. But your lender will help you with that. Once you identify which insurance carrier you'd like to use, let your lender know and we will finish setting up the homeowners insurance policy for you. And you're almost to the end. The final underwrite of your home loan is what's called a clear to close. So when the underwriter gives us the final approval for your loan, we'll say, hey, you're clear to close, and we will super celebrate that. In that moment, we'll also let your realtor know so your realtor can schedule what's called your home walkthrough. So the day before closing, you'll go to the home and walk through the home one more time with your realtor. This is important because we want to make sure the home is in the same condition as when you placed your offer. So for example, let's make sure that there wasn't a water pipe burst in between when you made your offer and when you close on the home. And lastly, your lending team or your realtor will set up your home closing appointment at an attorney's office or by notary. If you go to your home closing, you'll physically bring with you, and if you notarize also, you'll bring with you your government ID, make sure it's not expired, and your closing funds if you are bringing funds to closing. Your lender will tell you your final funds to close prior to that day, and they'll give you instructions on how to bring those. Typically, you can wire the funds or you can bring a certified check. At closing, you're going to sign documents for about 45 minutes, and what we want to hear from you is if you're one of our clients, we want you at that closing table signing documents saying, oh yeah, I know what that is. Rachel told me that. I know what that is. Rachel told me that. Yep, I know exactly what that is. Because our goal is as you go through the home loan process and home buying process, our goal is to educate you so that when you're at the closing table, you are comfortable and confident with the documents that you're signing. After signing for about 45 minutes, you'll receive the keys to your new home and you're ready to move in. So that's it. It's a pretty simple process. It can feel overwhelming, but if you have a great realtor and lender behind you, we can really make it smooth for you. If you would like your lender to educate you along the way, help you with your pre-approval status, call that listing agent when your offer goes out and help you get to the closing table, we might be a great fit for you. You can click the link below to schedule your free home loan consultation with us. And we're excited to get you to the closing table. Buying home's a big deal, and we can't wait to see you there. YouTube thinks you'll like this video next.